Greetings, Northeast Kansas. This is Daniel Byard here with Team Ringgold, Keller Williams One Legacy Partners, and your January 15th, yep, you heard me right, January 15th, 2023 market update. Okay, guys, so as you can see, our numbers are better than I expected this week. Our 30 years, starting with our interest rates as always, our 30 years have gone down, but our 15 years went up. That looked familiar to you? I mean, we saw that 2 weeks ago, right? And we expected it again sporadically, but I didn't expect to see it again this soon. So now here we are, 2 weeks later, we have a 30-year of 6.52, still steady in that middle sixes on a national average, and our 15-year just above that 6% mark at 6.06. That is something that is phenomenal for buyers. Everybody was worried that the interest rates were going to run amok and scream up into the 7s and 8s first part of this year, and we're just not seeing that. We're seeing them fluctuate and hold in the low to mid 6s on both sides. So that's amazing. I'm super happy to see that. I'm super happy to report that. All right, active homes. So our active homes has gone down again. We're sitting at 274 active listings in the Sunflower Association's Northeast Kansas region. That is all across Northeast Kansas. That's not just Shawnee County, but that is primarily, what we're seeing a lot of listings in is in Shawnee County. And you'll see that here in our school district numbers here in a few minutes. Okay, under contracts. This is amazing. I'm super happy to see this. It went up again. 219 homes under contract. That means buyers are coming back to the market, and we're seeing that up from 215 last week. And it's not a big up, but it is up, and that trend is important because that means that buyers are coming back, which means offers are still going to be competitive, but buying power is still super strong. Sellers still have a lot to negotiate. Buyers still have a lot to negotiate. You're not just jumping into a project and saying, hey, I want to buy your home, but I recognize I have to pay like 20% over list price. No, there's still plenty of buyers out there for the marginal amount of homes that are actively listed. Okay, so where does that put us? Solds, month to date solds for the month of January, we're at 48. So we're 2 weeks in and we're seeing about 25 homes average sold per week. Still a lot of holidays. I know tomorrow's a holiday with Martin Luther King Day, but I mean, we're still seeing plenty of movement for this time of the year. That's amazing. Come summertime, when we look to see 100 homes a week, or even towards the later part of the year, towards fall, where we're expecting 50 a week, 25 a week is still a really good number. Year to date, we're at 107 homes sold. So that doesn't seem right. Something's wrong with my numbers, and I didn't realize it till just now. I will have to look back into this and see what happened, because my sold year to date should be the same as my sold month to date. That, I don't know why that came up that way. I'll check it out and I'll get back to you guys in the comments. Actives, 501. These I did check. Okay, so these are right. I don't know why that one just is wrong. Okay, actives, 501. We have 86 homes active, which is down a little bit from last week's 89. And the week prior to that was at 98. Now, the week prior to that was at the end of last year, and we did see some expire at that time. So we know that that was going to happen. Days on market went up from 51 to 53. Not unreasonable in any way. All right, now 345. So that's Seaman School District, right? Seaman had 21 listed last week. We went down to 19 this week. So we had 2 that either went under contract or expired. If you guys want me to dig further into those, which ones did which, I can. It's just not currently set up in my spreadsheet to divide those out. But days on market actually did pretty good. It went from 83 to 82. So I think based on that, that indicates that those 2 homes sold rather than expired. 450, that's Shawnee Heights out in East Shawnee County, 12 to 12. So we went from 12 last week to 12 this week, no movement there. Days on market went from 64 to 48. That shows movement, and I indicate from that based on the expireds that we got this week, I think they sold, but we'll get there in just a moment. 437, so the Washburn Rural School District, Southwest Shawnee County. Last week we had 32, this week we have 31. So went off market by 1. Days on market though went from 82 to 89. That kind of indicates that maybe something expired in there. Kind of pushed that number up by a week, but nothing else changed. I think that was an expired. So expireds, we went from 6 last week to 8 this week. Month to date, we have 2. Again, that number, I don't think something's calculating in my spreadsheet correctly, but that's okay. Everything else is working. It's just those few minor tweaks that we're making week to week that I need to kind of hammer in on. All right, withdrawns. Last week we had 8 withdrawns. This week we got 14 withdrawns. And we see the same thing where our year-to-date, month-to-dates aren't matching. I think that's my spreadsheet. So last week it showed 2. This week it shows 8. I just think something didn't get carried over from last week. It's probably a human error, and I'm okay with that. I can get it fixed for you guys. But yeah, so we have 14 withdrawals so far this year. And those numbers kind of, people who might want to said, hey, everybody else is expiring or withdrawing at the end of last year. We're going to put ourselves out a couple more weeks and see if we can pick up some of that extra action that kind of comes from homes expiring and creating that activity for other people. We'd like to see some of that. We're going to extend 2 weeks past everybody else. So where a lot of other homes fell off the market at the end of the year, some other homes decided we're going to give it a couple more weeks and see what we come out with. So that's where we're at for today's numbers. As always, my name is Daniel Byard with Team Ringgold Keller Williams One Legacy Partners, and I'm here to bring you your weekly updates. Here we are for the middle of January. I am compiling the data for the year-to-date for all of 2022. So a lot of that data came out earlier this week. It is a lot to compile, guys. It is from national numbers to Kansas numbers to sunflower numbers. There is just a bunch of data to peel through, actually a lot more than I expected, but I am getting that put together for you guys, and I should have a review up sometime probably this week is my anticipation. So look out for that. All right, guys. Well, hey, as always, I hope you enjoy the content. And if you do, stick around. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. Hey, guys. Daniel Byard here. Just a quick note, I want to catch up with you guys. If you like this content, please feel free to follow us on all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Anywhere you can find me, you can find more information about what you're looking for in the housing market. All right, guys. As always, y'all have a great day.